everyone. This is Dr. Vyshnavi, your ENT faculty from PrepLadder, and with me I have Dr. Swati, who secured a rank of 25 in the INI-CET exam that has recently been conducted. First of all, many congratulations, Dr. Swati, on that amazing rank that you've scored, and wishing you a
Thank
very
you
good
so much.
happy Diwali.
I'm wishing you the same.
So, how are you feeling at the moment? Diwali is an occasion of joy, and I think this rank brings joy to you even more. So, can you elaborate how you're feeling at the moment?
I'm feeling extremely happy right now.
Okay, and did you expect this rank to come in, or this was a surprise for you?
Actually, I was doing well in GTs, but you never know about the real exam, what's going to happen. So it's always a surprise.
Yeah, so I think this was a Diwali bonus for you, and I think Lord has been kind in every which way, and I'm sure that this festival is something that you will never forget for your lifetime, because this is the day that has actually got you such beautiful and an amazing night. So let's understand, how did your preparation begin? What did you do in your preparation? And before that we go into the preparation part, I'd like to know, like, is this your first attempt into the exam?
This was my first serious attempt after internship.
Okay. And you just finished internship?
In April 2023.
Okay, so immediately after that, you appeared the exam and scored this amazing rank. So I think we should have a lot of tips to take in from you through this entire interview. And first, we'll begin with, when did you start your preparation?
The preparation basically started from third year itself. When I started making notes, basically. And third year, I made notes of third and fourth year subjects. And during fourth year, I made notes of first and second year subjects. And in internship, during the starting of the internship, the postings for notes so heavy. So I studied some few subjects, but later on, I basically could not go with the flow. So I decided I will give my best after internship.
Okay, that's amazing. I think this is a strategy that I have not heard too often from students, that in third year you did third and fourth, because people do third and fourth year subjects in their third year, but in the fourth year, of course, they are doing all the GTs and
Actually, GTs and all, I started giving in basically after internship only. So even if you give basically one GT in 15, 20 days, it's enough. But the most important part in it, you have to review it thoroughly. You know your mistakes and you correct them in the next GT.
yeah, so I think that strategy is amazing, because the first and second year subject you revised in your fourth year, and keeping up with the prof years and then going back to your first year and second year subject is a little difficult thing to do, because you have to study big volume in a subjects like medicine, surgery, gynec, pediatrics, and along with that, reading your first and second year subjects, which is another heavy portion, is something that you have been able to achieve in your fourth year. And I think this strategy, I think, is a very good strategy by you, that you completed third and fourth year prior, kept some free time in your final prof, and then you completed the prior subjects as well, making your foundation of all the years absolutely strong. So I think this is a very good takeaway for all the students who will watch this interview, that this could be a strategy that they could utilize going ahead. So from PrepLadder, what subjects, like, basically would you recommend for the learners to go ahead?
I personally like Meenakshi Bothra ma'am's pediatrics very much, and it's simplified and just the amount of knowledge we need for this exam.
Okay, that's amazing. Did you appear for GTs only after your internship or during your internship as well?
I actually gave 1, 2 GTs in my internship. Then, but seriously, I started giving GTs in my drop year only.
Okay.
But it's good if you start early. If you start giving GTs early, it's good.
Okay. So, what is the importance of taking a GT very seriously? Like, there are many students who would definitely appear for GTs. They would also review it with seriousness, but still they are not able to make it to the top ranks in their examination. So, what do you think is lacking or missing in this entire sequence?
First of all, you won't see your progress in GTs, with each successive GT. You will see it after giving 4 or 5 GTs, some improvement, like you are doing 10, 15 questions extra, correct. And so you have to be, kind of patient for seeing that kind of improvement. And the most important thing is the exam day. Even if you are doing GTs at your home, sitting comfortably, the exam pressure is not there. So basically, you have to keep calm 1 to 2 days before the exam, uh, so that you know enough. You know enough by that time. Those 2 days are not going to make much difference. So you just have to keep calm and give your best, and you know enough, and you should be confident about yourself.
Okay, so whenever you give GT, there's also an analytics part given to you, right? So would you go through the analytics part or would you skip it?
Uh, I basically noticed that the subjects I didn't write during my first reading, when it's not complete, the first reading was not complete. Those were my weak points. So definitely, content is the most important thing. But most important thing after that, the precision and the active recall comes in. So first of all, the utmost priority should be given to the content. You have to go through the notes, mainly your main notes, some short rapid revision kind of thing. These are important. These are helpful after you have gone through a syllabus completely once or twice. After that, it's important. It's an important, crucial part during the last 15 days. You don't know what to read, what not to read. At that time, those are very useful. The teachers are basically, they by their experience, they have already, you know, सबमिशन करके दिया उन्होंने आपके लिए सब कुछ, तो वो आप जो करोगे उससे बेटर ही होगा कहीं पे. And but there are certain students who concise their notes themselves. They have their choti copy and all. So it's depend person to person how they go about the last 15 days.
तो लास्ट का तो हमने समझ लिया, बट नाउ आई व्हाट आई वांट टू इज डेली बेसिस पे क्या आप क्यू बैंक यूज करते थे एंड वुड यू सॉल्व सम क्वेश्चंस?
Yeah, once you complete the reading of your subject, you must do the Q bank without the MC your without checking your MCQ doing skills. You can't go about कि हो गया है subject, मतलब आपको लगेगा हो गया है, but mistakes जो है आपकी वो तभी पता लगेंगी जब आप questions करोगे. तो Q bank करना तो is very important.
So would you do the MCQs immediately, जैसे तुरंत एक चैप्टर पढ़ लिया तो उसका MCQs करते थे, या फिर थोड़ा गैप देख के टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ना कितना याद है, whatever have you been able to understand, are you going to apply it? So 1 or 2 days के गैप के बाद attempt करते थे MCQs. What was your strategy there?
Once you complete a subject, basically, I didn't do one chapter, then MCQs. I completed it after reading the whole subject. I used to do the MCQs. And during my second read, I used to do PYQ first, and then I used to read.
Okay. So is that you completed your PYQs also and your second read also, and simultaneously you finished the entire subject with the MCQ of the first group? Yes. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. Did you go through only the PYQs or did you go through the entire discussion around the PYQs? जैसे PYQ topics पूरा पढ़ते थे in detail या फिर just PYQs पढ़ते थे?
PYQ नहीं, बेसिकली वो रिवाइज करते थे नोट्स को, कंटेंट सेम ही रहेगा, बट सेकंड रीड में वंस यू हैव डन योर मेन क्यू बैंक इन द फर्स्ट रीड ओनली, so you won't do it repeatedly, so you want some new questions. For that purpose you can do PYQs with your second read.
Oh, that is amazing. And did you have a group of people जो हमेशा साथ रहते थे for you to study along, or did you do a solo study?
Yeah, my closest friends were also preparing for that. So that's been a constant motivation for me. We used to discuss किस टेस्ट में अच्छा हो रहा है, किस में नहीं हो रहा है, कैसे क्या करना है, कितने दिन देने हैं. So that has been a very supportive kind of thing in such stressful 6 months of rigorous study. You need that kind of support.
Of course, I'm sure that if you have that support and strength around you, it somehow it pushes you in a little bit more forward every day.
Definitely.
We also have this, treasure section where we have, high yield information given at one place. Do you think it played some role in your learning, or it didn't play much of a role?
Sometimes you do a question and it's in the back of your mind subconsciously कि ऐसा कुछ कहीं पढ़ा है तो एकदम से आप अपने नोट्स को मतलब कि बेसिकली उसमें ढूंढना इजी हो जाता है जस्ट फिल्टर्स लगाओ और देखना इजी हो जाता है वहां पे तो वहां पे जो जो चीजें जैसे कि दिमाग में चल रही हैं कि भाई ये तो भूल रहे हैं तो वो वाला कंपोनेंट वहीं पे क्लियर हो जाता है कि जबकि जब देख लेते हो आप तो वो चीज फर्दर रेइंफोर्समेंट हो जाता है उसका माइंड में so that's a good part.
So I think that with whatever I've spoken to you, first start your preparation early and finish your third and fourth prof subjects in the third year, and fourth prof try and finish your first and second year subjects. Internship may try and finish your GTs as much as possible, and along with your GTs, analyze your GTs well. On a daily basis, try and finish doing MCQs as many as you can. And along with that, your treasures and your small notes and copies will help you till the last year. And just stay calm until the last moment. I think this is what you would like to tell all the learners here, or you have something more to tell? Is there some X factor that is important for all of the students to know?
I use this strategy of keeping daily targets. I used to give strategy कि आज इतने दिन में ये करना है, इस सब्जेक्ट को इतने दिन देने हैं. तो बेसिकली उन टारगेट्स को अचीव करना, छोटे डेली बेसिस पे टारगेट्स को अचीव करना इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन द बिगर टारगेट इन वन गो.
So when you achieve those small targets, at the end you will see that you achieved something really big. But if you aim for something really big, half the way you might actually feel a little tired and give up somewhere. So I think you're right that chota target achieve karte you realize by yourself that you made something really big in your progression of studies. Yeah, if I'd like to know, how many questions or how many, Q-Bank questions, how many would you solve on an everyday basis? Like, did you have a habit of doing that, or you would only do it once you finish the subject?
I didn't do questions on daily basis. I used to do them after completing a subject. Like I said earlier, everyone has different kind of strategies. Some people can't do 400 questions in one go. Some do 100 daily. So, but I used to do it after completing the subject. I used to do questions.
Okay. And do you think that clinical Q-Bank that we have is a relevant Q-Bank? Did it help you somewhere in learning the clinical MCQs, the long stem MCQs?
Yes, definitely. The exam is going more and more clinical nowadays. So that's a real simulation of the real with the main exam that you're going to give. So that's kind of helpful.
So I think we've got amazing insights from you in terms of what to do and what not to do. And it was great talking to you, Dr. Swati. And I think that we wanted to keep this really crisp and concise because we just want to deliver the high yield points that every learner wants to know from you on how to crack the rank 25 in the INI-CET exam. Thank you so much, Dr. Swati, for sparing your time on this Diwali, and wishing you and your family a very happy Diwali.
Thank you so much, ma'am.